Hello. This video is going to show you how to use your TI-84 to create a list and create a box plot. And I'm going to show you how to find the data for your box plot, and I'm also going to show you how to draw it in the calculator. So we are in the statistics unit, and you'll notice right here I have a statistics button. It's called Stat. So we're going to click on this, and I am going to edit a list. So I'm just going to click Enter. And you can see I can put a whole bunch of lists in, but for right now, we're just working with one. So I am just going to start typing. So this says list 1, line 1, and in that, I want to type in a 52. Okay, and then when I hit enter, it puts it right up here in line 1. So let's go ahead and put some data in. So I'm going to type in a 60, 66, 68, couple of 72s, 73, 74, 75, 80, 82, 84, 91, 92, and 98. All right, so you can see right here, I am now sitting on line 17. So I know that I entered 16 pieces of data. So that's always a good quick check to make sure you didn't skip any numbers. So our next step is let's generate the information that we need. So I am going to go back into my stat. And this time I want to calculate. So I'm going to scroll over to calculate. I just have one variable. It's just one list. So I'm going to leave it at number 1 and I'm going to click enter. So I'm telling it I wanted to use list 1. That's the only thing I've got any data in. I don't care about the frequency list. So I'm going to go down and tell it to calculate. And when I do that, it gives me a whole bunch of stuff. So this right here, X with the bar over it, is your mean. This is your average, and that's important because a lot of times they're going to ask you to find the average or the mean of a whole bunch of numbers, and your calculator can do that for you. This is, if I were to add up all my data, this is what I would get. If I were to square it all, if I were to square this number, this is what I would get. And this is my standard deviation. And we're not going to worry about this one. This N is the number of data, and I have 16. And then I'm going to scroll down because here's what's important. I have a min, a quartile 1, a median, a quartile 3, and a max. Those are the 5 pieces that you need to create a box plot. All right, so let's make the calculator draw the box plot for me. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go into y equals and make sure there's nothing here. After I empty that, just clear anything that's there. I'm going to click second because I want to open a stat plot. So second, y equals, and it opens up these stat plots. And you'll notice that they are all off. So I'm going to choose the first one, and I'm going to press enter to choose it. And it opens up all this stuff. So notice the off is the steady black. I want to turn it on. So I'm going to click enter, and that should, now if I step off of that, now you can see that the on is steady. So that means this is now on. I want to choose the box plot, which is the 5th one over right here. This is also a box plot with something called an outlier, and we're not going to worry about that right now. So you want to come down to type, and you want to go over to the 5th one right there and hit enter to choose it. I'm only using list 1. Don't worry about your frequency. And you can make this any color you want. I'm going to leave it blue. So then I am going to click on the zoom button. And notice I have a zoom stat right here. So I am going to choose number 9 and click enter. And it draws it right there for you. And now I can select it. Let's see. let's see, second calc maybe? How about just trace? Oh, okay, we're just going to click trace to get there. And notice right here, it's on the median, and it says the median is 73.5. And again, to get from where I was up to here, you just have to click trace. Then I can scroll over. There's my quartile 3. There is my max. There is my quartile 1. And there is my min. Okay, so you will draw a number line underneath it and then plot these points and draw them just like this. All right, so use this video to help you use your calculator to create a box and whisker plot.